5 things that freaked me out in America. Really interested to see what kind of things freaked her out whilst being in America and see what you guys have to say about them. Super excited to get into this video. Before we do, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's jump straight into this and see what we got.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This video is about 5 things that freak me out in the United States.
Okay.
I am from Russia and I came to the States in 2015 first to run my company, and I got super excited about the Silicon Valley. I got back to Russia, got my work visa, and came back in November 2016.
Oh, cool.
So I've been here for 7 months and I absolutely love this place, but there are also things that I encounter in my daily life that make me really freak out.
Okay.
So if you're interested to hear those things, please continue watching this video.
Yo, this is going to be very interesting. So she's living in America right now. And she's going to be talking about, like, she says she loves America, but she's going to be talking about some things that are a bit freaky. I'm excited for this.
The first thing that really freaks me out is fines. So here's the story. We bought a new car. Is fines.
Did she say finance?
So here's the story. We bought a new car. We put it into our parking basement and we were so excited about it. I forgot to tell my building that we have a new car. But the story is, next day, we're super excited. We want to go somewhere on a new car. We go down to the garage and there is no car.
Huh?
So it got towed away and I'm calling the towaway service and I'm
She got robbed. She got robbed.
asking, hey, did you tow away Mercedes? And they're like, yes, we did. And I'm, how much does it cost to pick it up? And she's like, okay, I'm gonna take a pause here. Just take a couple of seconds and remember how much does it cost to get your car back in your city. Like in St. Petersburg, where I'm from, it costs around $80.
Right.
And here she goes, $600. So my reaction was like, what? Because
wait, why did he get taken away anyway? Because like it was part of her place, and she didn't like tell them, so they thought it was just some random person parking.
I thought I heard something different. Like, seriously, $600 for a towed car, and it's not like they took it next block. They also took it like 40 minutes away from my building.
Wow.
Why haven't they taken it to LA? Like, this is so crazy. And also the amount of fines that you get here. So
oh, she said fines, not finance. Okay, interesting. Let me know if you guys have ever been your car's towed and how much it costs. I've never had mine towed, so I have no clue, but I can imagine it's probably like 80 or £100 maybe.
Parking in San Francisco 1 hour costs around $4.
Okay.
And this is the story that happened to me a couple months ago. So I left my car, I paid for 1 hour of parking, I came back, I was 2 minutes late, my fault.
Right.
But the fine was $88 for being late for 2 minutes. I think this is incredible.
Wow.
And when I'm getting these fines, I'm like, why am I here?
No, but to be fair though, with her fines, they don't know you're gonna be 2 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? Right? They just, you know, the parking ticket, it's overdue. Right? It's overdue. But normally, like $88, that sounds expensive, bro. Normally, it'll be cheaper than that in the UK. And if you pay it back in a certain time frame, like really quick, it'll be halved.
Here. Why do I have to pay all of that?
Wow.
But yeah, I love this place. I love the Silicon Valley, and I make a separate video about why I'm here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the next thing that freaks me out. Thing number 2, the cost of medical care. So I have my insurance that costs $350. I still have to pay, like, this $350 is per month, not per year, because in Russia, like, if you pay for the best insurance would be like $1,000.
Wait, please. Can you guys tell me how much your insurance is a month for medical? $350 a month? Bro, after rent, that would be the highest bill. Oh, wow. But then again, like, you need it. Otherwise, if something bad does happen, you're gonna have to pay a lot. Bro, yo.
Per year. So yeah, I pay $350 a month.
Wow.
And I still have to pay for every single visit. So if I see my PCP, I pay $20. If I see a specialist, I pay $40.
Okay.
But the most interesting part comes later. So you come and see your doctor, and imagine that something goes wrong, and he's like, "Oh, we need to do this and this. Like, let's do an ultrasound, or I will give you a plastic band for your arm that hurts." And you're like, "Okay, let's do it," because doctor advises.
Right.
And then in 2 months, you get a bill from that doctor that this plastic band for your arm cost $400.
Oh.
And you go to the CVS.
Oh, yo, I would just use a carrier bag. I would just use a carrier bag at that point, bro. Do you reckon, like, doctors and stuff will overdo stuff? So, like, they might give you things that you not necessarily need, but would help, but you don't need. So they make a bit more money. You know what? I should do a video comparing healthcare in America and the UK. That would be a good video. That would be good. That would be an interesting one.
Store, which is like a local pharmacy, and you can get the exact same band, exact same brand for $6. And you're like, seriously?
So you can get it for $6 and charge you $400? Oh wow. So it's $394. Quick maths, boom. $394 for them just to pull it on your. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I was talking to you guys, and apparently, like, giving birth is like 20 grand. Yo, if someone was gonna charge me to give birth 20 grand, they can have the baby back.
And this is what happens.
They can have you
like,
back.
If you're conscious and if you can make choices, and you would say like, no, I don't need your band, then you save $400. Because sometimes insurance doesn't cover this. It says like, this is the cost that you have to carry.
Okay.
Then coming down. But imagine something bad happens, like when you cannot control what other people do, and you cannot say, no, please don't do the ultrasound, I know how much it costs.
Right.
Yeah, and you still have your copay, you still have your out-of-pocket expense. So getting sick in America is really expensive. And there is this video that...
Oh, wow. I can imagine you guys being in America, you're quite knowledgeable on, like, the medical stuff. So, like, let's say I really don't like going to the hospital, right? Let's say I was going to go to the hospital. I'm just going to do whatever the doctors say, right? Because I ain't got to pay for anything, you know what I mean? If they're saying it, I'm probably going to need it. Whereas I feel like... I could be wrong, by the way. Let me know in the comments. But I feel like in America... If you guys go to the hospital and they say, like, you need this, I feel like more Americans would be like, no, I'm good. I'd rather be without that, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, you're going to have to pay for it, you know what I mean? So, like, in a way, it's kind of good that you're more knowledgeable about it. But, bro, I don't even know. I might just be making this up, but I'm guessing, right? But I assume that you're more knowledgeable. And that would be good because, like, you know more about life. And smarter about your own care, your health care. But paying for it, yeah, I'd be struggling, dude.
It went viral on Facebook. The guy needed to replace his hip, and it cost around, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it cost him like $50,000 in the States. And he said for that amount of money, he could have flown to Spain, business class, replace the hip, then go to the mountains, ski, break his hip again, replace the hip again, spend some time in the south of France, relaxing and enjoying the sun, and come back to the States, and he would still have $5,000 left. Like,
wow.
Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Again, this, like, I think this can be fixed with a more expensive insurance, but
Wait, more expensive insurance than $350? Am I tripping? Is that a lot or not? Am I tripping? Yeah, hey, it's a good job you guys' average wage is higher in America. Because if we have to do that in the UK, we'll all be dead. I'm not lying, bro. We don't earn enough to be paying £350 a month, dude, for insurance. We just don't earn enough, average wise.
Last time I caught a virus and I was at home, I was really afraid that it might get worse. So before I got the fever, I tried to Google all the urgent care centers that are in my insurance, so I don't come to an urgent care that is outside my insurance and I have to pay all of the fees. The third thing, internet.
Yo, that is crazy because, like, a lot of people in the UK do have insurance and do go private, and a lot of people do go private stuff. Like, I went private for my eyes just because even though we get free healthcare, bro, the wait is so long, right? And I was like, I'm not wet. My eyes are really, I got keratoconus. If anyone knows what it is, it's like an eye disease or something. It's really blurry. And I was really scared. So I was like, I'm not waiting 6 months to get seen. You know what I mean? So like, I went private, went quick. And all in all, for like 10 appointments, including the contact lenses I needed, the replacements, it was like £800, which isn't too bad for everything. You know what I mean? So I feel like in America, I don't know. You guys might know. Does anyone know how much equivalent that would be in America?
And mobile phone.
Wait,
so
what?
the third thing, internet and mobile phone.
Huh?
So again, I'm comparing with my country, and I'm comparing Silicon Valley to St. Petersburg. I know it can be different in different parts of the United States, but my internet here is provided by Xfinity Comcast, and if you've ever called their customer service, like this video, so I called their customer service at least 20 times because they have told me I'm gonna have a specific speed, and my speed is always like 5 times slower. And you call them during the day and you say, hey, the speed is actually slower than you promised, and they're like, oh, you should reboot your router and wait about 24 hours and everything is going to be fine. And you do that and you call them the next day because of course nothing happens, and you have a different customer support guy who tells you, oh, you should reboot your router and wait for 24 hours. So after 4th day,
that'd be annoying.
I call them back and I'm like starting to freak out, and they send in an electrician or a specialist who checks the wires, and he says the wire, the Comcast wire that goes into my house is actually really old, and this is what I'm getting. And
Makes
I'm like,
sense.
Thank you, that's amazing. And I paid $80 a month for my internet. And the second thing is
$80 a month isn't too bad. If it's high speed internet, that's not too bad. I pay $60 for 1 gigabyte download, which is really good. £60, which is, that's probably like $80.
Mobile phone, I pay $40 and I only get 4 gigabytes of internet, and the rest I need to pay for it.
Oh wow.
Yes, calls and texts are free, but then in Russia I pay like less than $10 a month. Thing number 4.
Yeah, you ain't getting any plan, even in the UK, for less than $10, bro, a month. You ain't getting any phone. You might get one of those like 50-year. Actually, no, they might even be pricey. You're just gonna get a cardboard phone for less than $10 a month.
Homeless people.
Ooh,
I know $10 a month. Thing number 4. Homeless people.
Right.
I know this is a San Francisco thing, but seriously, an average 1-bedroom apartment here costs $3,500 or like $4,000, and when you go out of your building, here costs $3,000. But seriously, an average 1-bedroom apartment here costs $3,500 or like $4,000, and
bro, where's she living? A 1-bedroom apartment, 3,000, 4,000? Huh? A 1-bed apartment? Bro, that's nearly double the average monthly income of the UK. For rent, for 1-bed apartment. Nah, bro. That's crazy.
when you go out of your building, you want to enjoy the city vibes, you want to enjoy the nature. But when I go out of my building, I see homeless people everywhere.
Must be such an expensive area.
There is nothing that is done to...
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not surprised there's people homeless in an area where it costs 3,000 to 4,000 to live in a 1-bed apartment. There's gonna be so many people that can't afford that. I'm guessing this is a very, very, very expensive area.
Everywhere. And there is nothing that is done to put them away from the streets. There are loads and loads of them, and if you've been to San Francisco, you've probably seen them. They sleep out there in the streets, they eat there. They also take drugs in the streets, and many of them are mentally ill. And it's like they don't touch people, they just live in their own world. But sometimes, like, if they find something in you, they can follow you and scream at you and shout. And this makes me really intimidated and scared because I'm afraid something's gonna happen.
Wait, is it actually that bad over there? Like, I've heard of like Skid Row, and I've seen like in videos before, they're like driving and see like homeless people. But like, I didn't realize like that they'll be like following you, screaming at you, like harassing. Really? Oh wow. I obviously haven't gone into a video into too much detail on how bad homelessness is in America. I know it is pretty bad, and it does seem worse than the UK. But the UK has homeless people as well, just not that much.
And once I tried to help one of the homeless people, and I gave him some money, and you know what he's done? So I gave him change.
Okay.
And he sat there and he started throwing away 1-cent coins because this is obviously too small. I don't know, like...
Wait, what?
If you guys know why this is happening...
No, I've had a bad experience with a homeless person in the UK before, right? I was only a kid, right? I was going to college, school, I don't know what you call it in America, but I was going to school, college, you know, I was like 16, right? And I seen a homeless person, and I was like, you know what? I don't have much money, but I'm going to get him some food, right? And I went into Greg's. It's like a bakery where you get like sausage rolls and pastries and stuff like that, food. And I got him a sausage roll, a sausage bake or something, just a couple food, right? And a drink, I think. And I went to him and I wanted to help him out. I gave him the food and that. And then the guy turned around to me and went, I don't want this. I just want money for like drugs. Bro, as a kid, I was like, wow. Wow, bro. Like, I was trying to give you some food, bro, help out. And he just wanted money for drugs, bro. And, yeah, bad. So I'm not, you know what, her story, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. You know what I mean? Because I can imagine a lot of the homeless people are drug addicts. And
what can be done to help those people. But I think there are too much of homeless people in San Francisco streets.
Really? Is that a crazy amount?
And the fifth thing, I know many people from Europe would understand me, tax once you pay. So you never see the amount of tax you're gonna pay beforehand. You only find it out at the cashier when you're actually giving money.
That is a bit
for example,
trippy.
you go to have lunch and you see that the sandwich is like $7 and the drink is $1.5.
Right.
And you're like, hey, I'm gonna spend $8.5, but you come to this lady to pay and she says $9.50 or whatever. Yeah. I still don't know which is the exact amount of tax here, but and it's okay when it's lunch, like it's extra $1, extra 60 cents extra. But if you're buying something big and you save money for it, and then at the checkout you actually find that you have to pay $300 more, $400.
Yeah, no, you know what? That is trippy for us because we just see it in the price, so we don't have to do like maths in our head or like guess. How do you guys deal with that? Does it bother you? Would you guys prefer it be included in the price, or do you, because you've been brought up with it, do you just automatically think, boom, this is like an extra $50? You probably do.
This is really freaks me out, and I don't know why it's impossible to just write down the amount of tax included into price.
Why don't you include the tax in the price? Wouldn't that just make things simpler? It wouldn't be too hard to do. Like we all pay tax on the items. There's no difference. It's just ours is included in the price, so we see it with the tax as a whole price, whereas yours is calculated until. You know what I mean? Why? I wonder why that is.
This is really weird for me. So these were the 5 things.
That was a really interesting video. She had some super interesting points there. Can't wait to see your comments on this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.